Hello and welcome back to our 151st Friday video. So we're on an all new thing. As you may have noticed if you watch Flashback this week, there's new intros and new
Top bar thing.
I don't know what the technical term for that is, but that was made by you, and yours truly did the animations and all that. So pretty excited with how that turned out. Let us know in a comment if you enjoy that sort of thing. Yeah, so we're playing Vintage today, which is sweet. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I was watching some of the Vintage Super League last night, and if you've never seen that before, it's really cool. But I was watching some of that last night, and I saw this one deck that was piloted by Paul Rietzel. I don't know if he's the one that came up with it. My guess is probably not. It was probably someone else. But I love this deck so much. It's a Dark Depths deck that goes in a shop's shell, but it uses Mirage Mirror, which just came out from Hour of Devastation. So it's not super new, but it's fairly new. Basically, it uses that as like extra copies of Thespian Stage. But that card's a lot better because, like, at its worst, just you can be like your opponent's best thing. Like, if your opponent has some big flashy creature or like a really good land, just copy it. Now you have one.
It's also nice because it can hit Time Vault.
Yes.
Because it's an artifact.
Yeah.
And then you can tap it, take your extra turn. Oh, it turns back into a Mirage Mirror, so I'll just untap it. And then you can do that.
It's pretty spectacular.
Over and over.
It's pretty spectacular. So, obviously, the card's a lot better in Vintage than it is in Legacy, because you can workshop it out on turn one, which is always pretty sweet. But that's the deck I'm playing. I believe it's called Deep Shops, so that's what we're going to go with. Deep Shops.
I'm playing... It's another newer list, the Inferno Titan Oath list, so Inferno Oath.
Kelly Oath, I think, is what a lot of people call it. I'm not sure. Brian Kelly.
Use Inferno Titan as your main threat to cheat into play, because it deals with things like Mentor and Young Pyromancer, as well as just clearing the board of the 1/1s that you give them so they can't chump block.
It's just all around a really good card.
The attacking for 9 is pretty acceptable.
Yeah. At least 9. You might even have some red mana to pump. You got nothing better to do. Pretty cool. Anyway, so to decide who goes first, we're going to roll this little mystery dice that we got. Now, if you know what this dice is and how to do it properly, please let us know in the comments. Like, I know I say let us know in the comments for a bunch of random things, but I really want to know what this dice is, because I don't know.
It's made no sense. Like, we thought it was first, because it's 12-sided.
Yeah.
But it's got numbers on sides that you can't roll. Mm-hmm. And then we're thinking, maybe you, add the circles and subtract the triangles or do it the other way around. But you can't get 1 to 12 that way.
I mean, you're still only going to be able to roll 8 positions, basically, because of the way it is, right?
12 positions.
Can you actually roll 12 positions? I think it's 8. Right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10. Weird.
10-sided.
Yeah, but regardless, if you know if you've seen something like this before, let us know in the comments what it is.
So we've decided for rolling, we're just going to add the 3 numbers that you get on the arch.
Is it even? Who knows? But who cares either? So you got
7.
7.
2
3
3s
plus
and a 1.
3 plus 1. And I get... That's 5.
2 plus 2 plus 1.
Yeah, so no dice for me. Pun intended. You'll be going first, I assume? Yeah?
Yes.
And we will see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. Go ahead.
We've got... those.
And for myself... Sure, that works. Can't really do that as much in Vintage because there's counterspells and stuff. But I'm obviously playing a Shops deck. But anyway, so I'll show my hand. Basically, there was something I forgot to mention in the thing. The deck that Paul Rietzel was playing also had the Leyline of the Void combo with Helm of Obedience. I think it's Helm of Obedience. It's a really old card with really weird wording. Basically, you could mill your opponent's entire library in one go. But I am not doing that. I'm a little more all in on the Dark Depths thing, so I'm actually splashing some green instead for crop rotations. I understand it's bad against Misstep, but I figured I'd give it a shot, and that's a different card as well. But that's what I have.
Chalice is a little annoying.
A little bit.
I got 18.
A little bit. Unfortunately, I can't cast it for 2 on turn 1, which kind of sucks. Because that's really what I want to hit, because that shuts off Oath.
Did you have a Wasteland in there?
I did.
In that case, we're going to go... Did you have a Strip Mine?
No. I'll just leave it.
Sure. This is why you always write down the cards when you look at your opponent's hand.
Even though it literally just happened.
I was too focused on the Chalice.
Yeah. That is a sweet island art, by the way.
Yeah, I really like it. Just go for an older island. But it's pretty sweet art.
Yeah, unfortunately...
They're lakes that are also islands.
Are you running Wastelands in your deck?
No, not in this list.
Okay. I guess I could have found the full set of old ones then. But I was going to say, like, I found 2 new Wastelands and 2 old ones, but I could have ran the full set of old ones then.
I think I had set them aside when I was trying to do a different list.
That's probably why they
ended up with this one.
Yeah.
And Preordain.
You got it. Mostly because I can't do anything about it.
1 on top, 1 on the bottom.
Do you almost accidentally ponder? Or, like, look at more than you're supposed to?
I was thinking, like, you draw and then you look. It's like, oh, wait, no, we're playing Vintage. I don't have to do that. Sure, go.
Draw a card. Oh. Maybe. Okay. Here's a workshop. Let's tap this for 3 artifact mana. I'm gonna start off with a Soul Ring, using one of them. At least attempt to.
Yeah, you can have a Soul Ring.
Ooh, okay. So 2, 3, 4. We'll attempt a Chalice for 2.
Chalice for 2. Yeah, that's not happening.
I didn't think so. Sure.
16.
That's what I got. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
So I guess I could cast that for 2 on turn 1.
Mox Emerald.
Yep.
Crack this, going to 15. Find Underground Sea. And Demonic Tutor.
Yep.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. It's fine, I guess. We really got nothing else going on, so... Here's a Wasteland, and I will waste your Underground Sea.
In response... Gosh.
Oh! Did you totally next level me and go fetch that?
No.
That would have been pretty
That would have been sweet, though.
Yeah. Yep, you got it.
Nothing else?
Nope.
Draw for turn.
Yeah, these haven't matched up too well with what's currently in play, which is fine.
Island.
I do have colored sources, just not in my hand.
It's an Oath.
Yep. Imagine that's probably what you got.
Was indeed.
All right.
Think any matters if I tell you what I fetched at this
No,
point? Sure.
probably not. I mean, you still have to find a way to get me.
I was hoping Gush would help with that, but it wasn't happening, I guess.
Yeah. The thing is, like, this hand is just not good against... I have, like, a complete disconnect of, like, I've drawn all my colored spells and I have all my colorless mana. Which is weird, because there's not that many colored spells in the deck. But that's fine. Here's an Inventor's
Just like
Fair.
a few shot pieces.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Preordain.
I actually really don't want another shop. That'd be very bad.
I mean, those are both going to the bottom.
That's good to hear, at least.
Sure go.
Draw a card. Well, it's something I can cast, at least. Thing is... If I cast this, then I'm actually kind of in trouble. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's just not the type of game we're playing. Maybe this is the type of game we're playing. Here's a Dark Depths. Go ahead.
Do you have the mana to take a counter off of it?
I sure do.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yeah, because that...
I don't really need more mana.
I mean, that's a good one as far as mana goes.
Underground Sea.
Yep.
Of course, you knew I had that. And... Sure go.
End of turn. We'll chip away at some ice. Soul Ring and Inventor's Fair. Draw a card.
This is the... You have 10 turns to draw the other half of your combo.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's not doing a lot right now. So here's this ancient tomb. Go ahead.
Doesn't quite get you to double counters.
No, it doesn't. This is so bad.
Scalding Tarn.
I really need to stop drawing colorless lands.
I just would like to stop. There's one land I'd like to draw, but I'm not drawing that land. Sure go.
Chip away at some ice. I really, I wanted to show off like how cool and explosive this deck can be, but apparently we're just chipping away at ice very slowly. Or we're doing that instead. Here's the Thespian Stage.
Yep.
Go ahead.
End of your turn. Crack that, going to 14. How close were we? So there was this?
Yeah.
And then there's 2 Forbidden Orchards.
Oof.
Those are my top cards.
Jeez. I don't think the Grudge was doing a lot against me. But
no, it'd have been a little nicer, if you had lock pieces.
Sure.
Apparently you weren't playing that
No,
game.
apparently not. Apparently I'm playing the... Well, okay, so I have one castable thing in my hand, but I don't really want to give you a free oath trigger.
Yeah, it's not really the thing you want to do.
Yeah. And other than that, I've got all colored spells and, none of my colored mana. Which there is a fair bit.
And there's a land.
Yep.
Sure go.
Alright, end of turn. Thespian Stage will become a copy of Dark Depths. And legend rule applies. I will keep the one without the counters on it. It's already entered. It's already entered the battlefield, so it can't enter with the counters. And since it doesn't have any counters on it, it gets sacrificed. And I get a 2020. Which, where did my 2020s go? There they are. Boom.
Boom.
Big man.
There's nothing more terrifying.
Yeah. So, untap. Nothing else happens. Draw a card. Well, there's some colored mana, I guess. Cards?
3 cards.
Here's a Black Lotus.
Sure.
And I'll crack that for black. So 3 black. And 1 more to Mind Twist you for 3.
Mind Twist me for 3.
Yes.
I crack my Black Lotus for 3 blue.
I'm actually going to leave up some black. So I'm going to tap it like this instead. So I'll pay the 3 and then 1 black, and then I still have 2 black floating.
Force of Will. Card cast.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm dead anyway. So.
It's true. Oh, well, could be true. Yeah, I don't know what else you could have, so. I'm not even going to bother casting that. Bash for 20.
You got me.
Woo! Yeah, I had that were like a bunch of draws in a row, and I'm just like looking at all these colorless lands. Like, that's not going to happen anytime soon. All right. So, I mean, I guess I got to at least show off part of the combo, but not the exciting new part.
Yeah.
That's the part everyone should be familiar with already.
Pretty common nowadays.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was game 1, and we'll see you in game 2. All right, game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
And for myself, taking a bit of a risk on this one, but I think it's worth it. That's what I have. Lead us off.
Mock Sapphire.
Yep.
Polluted Delta, crack that going to 19.
Sure. I see you also played the correct Polluted Deltas, since this is vintage.
Go for the old ones. Tropical Island.
Yep.
And a Sylvan Library.
You got it.
Not the green enchantment I want, but
it's still pretty good.
It'll help me find it, hopefully.
That's actually not bad. But this turn, since this is the cool new hotness, we will try it. Here's an Ancient Tomb. Here's a Mock Sapphire. Here's 3 mana, going 18, for a Mirage Mirror.
Yep.
Go ahead. Cool thing about this, enchantment is also written on there, so I can copy your Sylvan Library if I got nothing better to do. Which is pretty cool.
So, draw step.
Yep.
Draw 3.
Yeah, I do it on your upkeep. On my upkeep, because that triggers on your draw step. Just after upkeep.
It does work.
Yes. Pretty neat.
Keep those.
No life payment?
You don't really think it's worth it? Or is it? Put them back like that.
Sure.
Brainstorm.
Okay. Isn't there some weird interaction with like Brainstorm and Library?
Yeah, so because Library wants you to put cards that you've drawn this turn back, so you could Brainstorm on your upkeep, and then on your draw step, you can Sylvan Library, and then the cards you've drawn from Brainstorm would be legal to put back on top with Sylvan Library, except you could have mixed them in with your hand at that point.
Yeah.
On Magic Online, it probably keeps track of it, but in paper games, that's a horrible plan, and no one should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're thinking of going to a vintage tournament and sleeving up a Brainstorm Sylvan Library deck, just either don't play those 2 cards, or just play smart. just play smart.
Yeah, when your opponent calls a judge on you, it's going to be a nightmare to explain.
Good old card design.
I think we put those back. Volcanic.
Yep.
And I'm not going to allow you to have your fun.
Oh, it's very rude. You killed my magic mirror.
Intro.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, speaking of no one being allowed to have any fun, here's a Bayou. Ow.
I was thinking Workshop and 6 mana and 3 spheres or something.
No. Ow. I'm going to ow. Go into 16. Here's a Tritosphere. That's kind of like three spheres at once. Is this going to get Force of Willed?
Yeah, it's going to get Force Willed.
Sure.
I don't want to have to put up with that.
I do not blame you. It was a good draw off the top. Go ahead.
Untap.
Wouldn't even let me magic mirror your Sylvan Library. Complain, bitch.
We're going to draw 2.
Okay.
Go to 10. Sorry, draw all 3. Going to 10.
Okay. That is scary.
Mox Jet. Forbidden Orchard.
Yep.
Enter go.
Well,
I kind of just didn't. I was kind of locked out, and I'd like to see some cards,
yeah.
So.
Sure. So you have the Orchard, but you don't have the other... The Oath.
No.
Okay, so then what do I do this turn? I think it's the 2 of these things. So I cast a Revoker. And I'm going to name... This is tough, actually. So Revoker can't name a land. But...
An Oath is a triggered ability.
And as a Sylvan Library, so it shuts out those 2.
No, I think Sylvan's inactivated now.
Isn't it activated now?
Errata. I'll just double check.
Sure. To the internet! Alright, turns out at one point it was activated and then they changed it
Yeah,
back
at one point
to
it had a 0 and
Yeah.
activate, but it's gone back to being a triggered ability.
I actually remember that. There was a different printing than this one, but I remember seeing that on a card. So, what do I name? I could shut off a little bit of mana for you, but that's not great.
I kind of got a lot of mana.
Kind of do have a lot of mana. And plus, I mean, you can just kind of flash back a Grudge anyway, if you really want to. So I think I'm just going to name Jesze the Mind Sculptor. No idea if that's good or not, but that's what I'm going to name. And we're going to go to 14 to cast a Sphere of Resistance as well.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Untap. We have nothing to untap.
Yep.
On the draw step. I guess that's happening.
Are you gonna draw 3?
Just put these 2 back like that. Draw my 1 card for the turn. Underground. Oh, right. That's my problem.
What's your problem?
That.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's your go.
Oh, you were gonna... No, you weren't gonna cast Inferno. Oh, I guess you could have with this. Yeah, casting Inferno Titan. That would have been pretty good. Untap. Draw a card. It's not the worst either. I mean, it's still not great, but it's not the worst. Here's a Dark Depths. Put some counters on that bad boy.
Good thing we got rid of the mirror.
Bash you for 2.
Go to 8.
And... Ow. 12. We will try for another Sphere of Resistance.
In response, 2 mana to flashback Ancient Grudge to destroy the one that's on the field.
Sure.
And
So,
yeah,
that resolves.
that one resolves.
To replace it. Alright, go ahead.
Untap.
Hey, do you want to draw 3 cards this turn? Just do me a favor. Just pay life. Just go ahead.
Like that. Forbidden Orchard.
Okay.
You get 2 1/1s for some red.
Oh boy, I don't think I'm going to have them for long.
And 7 mana.
Yep.
For an Inferno Titan.
That's about what I figured.
And we'll just clear the board.
You got it. That was another one I contemplated naming, but I don't think you're going to pay the red, because it's the only activated thing. And I also could have named Gristlebrand, but yeah. Not the greatest.
Enter go.
So that's an Inferno Titan, huh? Draw a card. That's funny. Yeah, sure. Ow. 10. Magic mirror. Go.
Oh.
Here's the problem.
You're at 10?
Here's the problem, though. I'm at 10. And I had to pay the life, because I couldn't cast that any other way.
Untap.
So I am just dead. But it's funny.
Draw for turn. I guess we can look.
Since you do have that volcanic.
I mean, yeah, we'll just draw this one.
That's sad. I really wanted to get some mirror shenanigans in, but you killed my first one, and you killed me before I could use my second.
So, go to attacks.
Yeah.
3 damage to you.
That puts me to 7.
And you have no mana available.
Nope. I got a whole lot of nothing.
So you can take 6.
Go to 1. Wait, you're gonna let me have a shenanigan?
Time walk.
Oh. Sure. Why not?
Untap. We'll just take that.
Okay.
And 2 black. So you get 2 1/1s. 4 mana.
Yeah.
For Yawgmoth's Will.
Okay.
3 mana to take another time walk.
Sure.
Swing. 2 of that, 1 of me.
No, you gotta go 2 at you, 1 at that, and then I block, and then you kill me with your next attack. Because you got a whole other turn.
I guess
coming.
you have a whole other. Yeah, I guess you did have a whole other turn, but
that's fine.
You might have had something.
In a shop stack at instant speed? I don't think so.
What if you? There could be a time vault right here.
But you had another turn coming. You just untap and go
yeah,
in.
I guess there was another turn coming.
That's fine. All right. Well. That was sad. I got my magic mirror very early, but you also dealt with both of them essentially as soon as they got played, which is unfortunate. And yes, I realize it's called Mirage Mirror, but I like Magic Mirror better. So that was game 2, and we will see you in game 3. All right, game 3. I'm gonna show my hand. Pretty decent hand, I'd say. Pretty much anything with this is a decent hand. So, go ahead.
And we've got those. Whoop.
All right. So, I'll lead things off with Ancient Tomb, Black Lotus.
Pretty good.
I'd say so. And I think... What's better to do here? 2 life, going to 18. Here's a Sphere of Resistance.
Yeah, it's getting forced.
Deal.
Otherwise, I'm probably not utilizing force ever, so...
It's true. Then, in that case... Let's see here. Is this worth doing? Probably. Crack this for green. 3 green. Lead with a map.
Yep.
And... use another green to cast Crop Rotation, sacrificing Ancient Tomb.
Yep.
Okay. So I still have a mana floating. I think we're going to get a Thespian stage. And I'm not going to shuffle a ton, because I'm going to use that and the other green to crack the map. And find a Dark Depths. Pass the turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. So that just happened.
I mean, I still need some mana to do it, but...
Yeah, it's like my only saving grace. Preordain.
Yep.
Oh. think we leave them both on top. Draw one. Here's a pearl.
Yep.
Go.
Untap. Draw a card. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to really do it. But it's still pretty good. So... Actually, no, it will. No, it won't. Because I got to do this one. Right. Fair enough. Here's an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth.
Oh no, it's more mana.
And a Soul Ring.
Yeah, you have a Soul Ring.
And... Let's see. Is this worth doing? Might be. Just in case of any potential shenanigans. Here's a Ballista on 1.
Ballista on 1. Yep.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yeah, if that was a free mana, then I would have just won this turn. But unfortunately, it wasn't.
Ancestral Recall.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good way back in here.
Ooh. Tropical Island.
Yep.
Preordain.
Yep.
A little late for that, so both to the bottom. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Is that good? That's pretty good. That's really good. Okay. 3 for that. Oh, it's not that good this turn. Okay, so I'll just play Dark Depths. And then...
Easily got the mana to activate it.
Yes,
Urborg and Soul Ring.
Yeah, the nice thing about Urborg with Dark Depths, if you've somehow never seen that before, is this lets this actually tap for mana, so it's not just a land that does literally nothing.
So even if I had dealt with a Soul Ring, you'd still have the mana to activate.
Exactly. So that does that. Bash for 1.
18.
Go. Because there's no point in cracking it now.
Untap.
If I crack it now, you could like untap and Jesze spam set or something.
Luda Delta.
Yep.
We're gonna preordain.
Sure. that's 3 of them.
We've got so many things. We had you a turn earlier. Yeah, if we had that a turn earlier.
Oh god.
Good.
Oh god. Yeah.
But you already got it online.
Yeah. Just do it in response.
So both on the bottom. Draw.
I know what you're digging to also. DT would work as well. I don't know how many tutors you're running in your deck, but a tutor effect would do it also. Because basically you need repeal.
Yeah, that's my
repeal the
one
token.
other card that will be able to deal with the token.
That's a good card.
Black Lotus. It is a very good card, man. But I don't think I can use it to full effect at this point. Crack this, going to 17. Good, it wasn't in my top few. Going to find a volcanic.
Sure.
I want you to do the honors of cutting. See if I can manage it.
I don't know. I mean, you need to actually draw something. So
Crack for 3 blue.
Sure. Oh. Jace. So that Spyglass would have worked then. If you had Spyglass and the ability to cast Jace in the same turn, that would have worked. Because you try and shut this off, I have to answer it in response, and then you Jace bounce the token.
Oh. Yeah,
could you have actually done that, though?
Yeah, because I could have used one of these instead of cracking the fetch.
Like, did you have Lotus, Jace, and Spyglass? Could you have had them all at once, or did you bottoming one?
Bottoming those got me the Black Lotus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it wouldn't have worked this turn then.
Brainstorm.
Yep.
I mean, do we put back these? No. These 2 cards.
My God, you've cast a lot of draw spells. Oh, there's another one. All right. So you need do you need Blue Mox Repeal?
Yeah, I basically need Blue Mox Repeal.
Jeez.
1, 2.
I don't know if you're running petals or anything, but that's pretty loose. Yeah, it's pretty loose. And your top 2 cards aren't them.
Yeah. So it's really only the top 5. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
It's not Blue Mox Repeal.
We'll take that one and that one. Not that it's gonna matter.
All right.
We've played our land for the turn. Here's a Mox Jet.
Sure.
Jurgo.
All right. End of turn.
I mean, we done some digging.
You really did. End of turn. I will tap these for 2 black and activate Thespian Stage, copying Dark Depths. Legend rule each other, so I'll keep the new one, and the new one turns into a.
See, I could have played this last turn because you had a creature, but you had a creature that would just sack himself.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get the trigger.
Well, if it makes you feel any better,
if you had just played a Revoker, I'd have been great.
Oh, yeah.
I at least could have got hopefully something. But
if it makes you feel any better, I don't think it would have mattered even if you had that, because I had a Crucible in my hand, so I could just do it again. But I'll do that. So we'll get another Dark Depths, because flavor. We have a frozen Merit Lage, Mart Lage, I don't know, and a non-frozen one. Yeah. So Boosh, 20.
Are you sure you don't want to attack Jace?
He can attack Jace.
Jace might bounce that, if you let him live.
He can attack Jace.
Yep, I'm dead.
And I drew a shot.
17 minus 20.
Oh man, that was an interesting game. I mean, it didn't you didn't really do a lot proactively, but
my top cards were so weird because I only had the one preordain.
Yeah,
and the first one showed me this, and I'm like, I think I leave this on top because I need to dig for an answer after your first turn.
Yeah.
And then I immediately got another one off of it.
Oh, you were not close.
No, I probably wasn't.
That would be funny. This would be funny.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, you weren't that close. All right.
It worked if I had a Grizzlebrand, but
that's true.
It's not an answer to Merit Lage in most circumstances.
A lot of things aren't, turns out. Yeah. So that was this matchup. I still never got to show off the magic mirror. That was the whole point. But basically, in case you haven't seen this, I'll just do it anyway. Magic Mirror with Time Vault is sweet because you can make a copy of Time Vault, which, since it's already on the battlefield, you just tap it to take an extra turn. But at the beginning of your end, on your end step, it ceases to be a Time Vault, so it gets to untap as a Mirage Mirror, and then you just get to do it again. So
then you just pay 2 mana. So it's just a time. It's a colorless Time Walk.
It's basically like the key combo, but this has better synergies with the other things that this deck has going on. So
and you can use Workshop to pay for the activated abilities of artifacts.
Too. So that too. No, you can't. Can you?
I thought that was the case.
I don't think so. Can you? I mean, they really came
maybe
up,
I'm just merging something. Is it only cast artifacts?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably thinking of the Blue Builders deck. That guy allowed them to activate abilities. Yeah. Probably just merge those abilities.
Yeah. So anyway, and this also works with Dark Depths. You make a copy of Dark Depths. It's already on the battlefield, so it has no counters on it. You sack both of them, yada yada, get a 20/20. Pretty sweet stuff. But the thing that I really like about this card is that when it's doing absolutely nothing, you can just turn it into, like, whatever your opponent's best non-planeswalker permanent is. Or, like, if you just want a bunch of extra mana in one turn, turn it into, like, a Lotus or something.
I cheat this into play.
Yeah.
And then...
I just turn into one.
You just turn into one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And in Vintage, there's a lot of, like, big swingy cards. So it's really good if you can Mirage Mirror into one of them.
If they've cheated something into play but can't get to attack, then you can turn that around on them.
Exactly, yeah. Which is what I was kind of hoping for with this match. I was kind of hoping for some Magic Mirror shenanigans, but instead we just got good old-fashioned Dark Depths. And I know this video is going a little long, but I am going to mention... Do you remember when I got these?
Yeah.
That was like a journey. It was great. Like it was basically right after Zendikar came out and Hexmage was kind of like bringing the price of this to absurd heights, because I think before it was like $1 or something. And then Hexmage...
It was worthless, yeah.
Yeah, and then Hexmage got printed, and then this shot up to like 40. So I went on a journey all down the west coast of the United States and like just looking in places for anywhere that hadn't updated their prices on Dark Depths. Because all the online retailers had. But I was just looking everywhere I possibly could to see if I could still find these for like $1 and just pick up as many as I possibly could. And I did manage to find 3, and I think I got them for like $5 a piece, which was pretty good.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah, but that was quite the trek. I remember that distinctly.
Yeah, and
they've served me well.
Extended at that point. There was a modern format, and then they got banned.
Yeah. And the price is still fairly high, but
because it managed to move into other things.
And Thespian Stage is way better than Hexmage ever was anyways.
Making lands a nightmare.
Yeah.
And now Mirror...
Yeah, pretty good.
Consistently print more things that break it.
I don't actually... It's Solemnity. That's another one. I don't think the Mirror is actually going to really make it into any other format with Dark Depths. Like
Vintage is able to power it out on turn 1 is pretty great.
And I think it does enough other things in Vintage that it's worth it. Like the Time Vault part's obviously absurd.
And you can always just activate its ability on your opponent at the beginning of your opponent's turn to like copy a sphere effect to just ruin their turn. Yeah, which of course during the test games we were doing a bunch of cool mirror shenanigans, and then you go to actually film and nothing happens, but that's what happens sometimes. So that was this, and we will see you next week. Bye.